Fuck my eye, bro. All right, so y'all know what's going on. Make sure y'all can hear me. Oh hell no. But it's 4:20. I might hit my za. Okay, there we go. All right, should work it. Yeah, so just a normal, you know. Oh shit! It is low-key my birthday. Fuck, I probably shouldn't have said that. Whatever, too late now. You know, we just gonna stream, react to some shit. You feel me? The usual, you know. Y'all know. And if you don't, well, you do now. Type shit. What if I delete this? That's pretty tough. It's pretty convenient. Bro, my YouTube been barely working lately. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's up with that. I do not know what's up with that at all. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm just outright say, you know, like all these platforms lately just been hella compromised, bro. Like, hey, y'all just gotta pay attention. I ain't even gonna say too much. Just, you know, just pay attention a little bit. A little bit. Bro, what, bro? Bro, there's like no good videos out right now. Hey, y'all give me a video to react to. It's too late, I already found one. Bro, like my shit not working, bro. My YouTube not working. Oh, it's 4:28. Oh my god. Hey, all tobacco, bro. Yeah, damn. Hey, all tobacco, bro.
Be dead, Huz. I'm playing on my toes right now. I'm not gonna play good. I'm sorry.
Attack fortress. I said fortress. We ain't gonna listen to you, fat fuck.
I feel
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
I should
Sorry,
mute
there's
everyone
Nobody
right
called
here.
anybody fat with that mic.
Nah, yeah, what are you gonna do?
That shit crazy.
Motherfuckers always on the internet like, like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, nothing? Like, I don't know. It sounds like you want me to do something. Like, you know, pause, but it's what it sounds like. Like, am I tripping for that? Bro, my YouTube not working right now. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't mad.
Hello, guys and
you ain't
gals.
mad?
Me,
I have no life.
Mutahar.
Bro, like, Siege is such a, like, it's the insufferable game. Like,
And today's video is brought to
do y'all peep how, like, they already
You
arguing
buy-
with each other in the lobby. The game ain't even start yet. We ain't even in the first round yet.
I don't have a sponsor. I don't really need the money. Frankly, today's video is all about doing a deep dive into one of the scariest things that I feel like many people don't really talk about. And, you know, I do talk about this. I do bring up the fact that your privacy and your safety is really important on the internet. Now, what about online safety are we talking about today? Well, if you don't know, there are these things called data brokers. And it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that it seems like the FBI is doing a pretty good job of basically, in my opinion, violating or circumventing the law to purchase your data. Now, how the fuck would they be doing this, ladies and gentlemen? You've probably seen YouTubers, and I myself have advertised
tobacco.
services like Aura, for instance, where a lot of these guys, you know, you pay them money, and they go through the internet and start filing out things like opt-out requests and basically protect your online digital trail. Now, the reason I don't really go around and promote these things is mostly that I don't really need the money, and, you know, looking at the audience that I have, and, you know, the topic that I talk about, I think discussing internet safety and internet security means that taking a sponsorship from even a company like Aura, we've had situations as of very recently where, you know, customer information.
God damn. Alright. Hope I get to turn on the bullshit setting. Motherfuckers already dying? Like, this is low-key giving me nice frames. And, you know, like, what exactly is going on right now, guys?
Okay, I think playing.
Yo, teammate, give me the fucking diffuser. Get over here.
Who wants it? Who is that? Oh, that's them.
Drop the diffuser.
Yo, Thermite, what are you doing? You've been on the roof
Somebody
5
go
times
plant,
this game.
please. Go plant, please.
Bro, is this guy stupid? Does he know that I gave him the diffuser?
The diffuser has been recovered.
I got a diffuser on planner. I'm going to plant. Ethan, I'm gonna need you to move, please. Don't shoot me in my back.
Oh my god.
You located a bomb.
Anyways.
Does get exposed, and even if it's not your social security, your financial information, your credit records, even if it's something like your name, email, home address, and phone number, this I still don't know if I can trust any company with. So actually today, I'm going to show you what Aura does and something that you can do on your own basically for free. It's just going to take some of your time, and unfortunately, there ain't no fucking way around it. So the reason we're talking about this today, ladies and gentlemen, is the
fact that
FBI
we
has
just won this
basically
round
been
is a miracle.
called out once again for
Let's see what the
purchasing
FBI is
your
doing.
user data. Now, there's this thing called wiretaps that we tend to have, right? Like basically, or not wiretaps, we have warrants, right? So if you want to spy on somebody and you're the government, you go to a judge, you file a warrant, and they basically say, okay, you're allowed to subpoena this person's information from,
Hey
their
guys,
cell
all
phone
nicotine.
provider, their fucking,
All nicotine.
Google, Microsoft, any internet service or anything in general. Now, if you don't have this fucking warrant, technically you're not allowed to do anything. If you're watching the show The Sopranos, they made a whole episode about how the FBI had to sneak a microphone into the basement of Tony Soprano's house, and it was funny because, like, literally a few episodes later, the whole thing went to shit. All the money spent, all that planning for something that really didn't get them anything. Now in 2026, they don't have to break into Tony Soprano's fucking house. They can just buy Tony Soprano's location data from a broker. So about a few days
we all
ago,
agree
it
with
came
you
out
on
that the
playing?
FBI was buying location data to track the U.S. citizens. And actually,
cut a
here's
order,
a
I
clip
think.
where you can
My
see
fault, bro. Annoying
a
motherfucker
senator
ruining the stream.
basically confront the head of the FBI about this information. And this is what they had to say. Listen to this.
Can you commit this morning to not buying Americans' location data?
Thank you. The FBI uses all tools, Senator. Thank you for the question. To do our mission, we do purchase commercially available information that's consistent with the Constitution and the laws under the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, and it has led to some valuable intelligence for us to be utilized with our private and partner sectors.
So, that's basically the only answer you needed to hear. Yeah, the FBI, when they were asked, basically like, hey, can you just stop buying people's private information, people's location information?
Hey,
without
Loki just
fucking
straight
warrant?
up said,
Because
nah.
here's the thing, people are like, well, this has been happening forever. I want to stop normalizing this behavior personally, okay? You should never be complacent and be totally okay.
Excuse me.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
I didn't check the chat, so y'all talking up in there, my fault. Wish I could have seen that, but nah. Okay.
Good job watching me, Ethan, you fucking dumb fuck. Fucking dweeb.
Where's the fuser? Oh my god.
Get up in that bitch, thermite. I know you want to. Flash! Flash! Good shit. Good shit, good shit, good shit. It's alright.
I don't know if I would call that good shit. I would have, maybe made a more passive play, but
With the big
It's all
government
good.
turning into like George Orwell's
Whoa, whoa,
1984. Or, if you ever watched the movie Minority Report, going into a direction like that was. So, allow me to explain exactly what the FBI guy said, okay? Exactly what this idiot said. So these fucking morons could barely prosecute anything related to the Epstein files, but now we're supposed to be okay with them purchasing our information. The sole fact that they're purchasing user information means that they don't have a warrant. If you have a warrant on somebody, you don't have to go and buy information. You can just file an order and get the information directly from the teat. So these guys are just buying everyone's shit outright and using it to basically spy on you. And you might be like, well, How do they do that? Well, these guys have huge connections with artificial intelligence companies, and throwing information into those AI companies, throwing information to all of those connected AI groups, like, well, in this case would be Palantir, right? Even though they have their own
Palantir.
Basically, these people are able to commit like a mass amount of surveillance and basically spy on every single person with such relative ease, it should actually be stopped. So here's the fun part about it. So inside this, I actually looked up the law, and one actual Supreme Court decision from the 2018 Supreme Court here was Carpenter v. United States. So I want to read here real quickly, and this actually is something that kind of addressed this. So basically, over here, they say cell phones perform their wide and growing variety by continuously connecting to a set of radio antennas called cell sites. So you're always connected to a, cell tower, right? So as you're driving through, as you're moving around, your phone will connect to different cell towers. And that is how, again, all these companies are able to triangulate your position. So each time a phone connects to a cell site, it generates a timestamp record known as Cell Site Information Location, CSLI. Wireless carriers collect and store this information for their own business purposes. Here, after the FBI identified the cell phone numbers of several robbery suspects, prosecutors were granted court orders to obtain records under the Stored Communications Act. So effectively, over here, what they said was Carpenter moved to suppress the data, arguing that the government seizure of these records, without obtaining a warrant supported by probable cause, violated the Fourth Amendment. So the district court denied the motion. The prosecutors used the records at trial to show that Carpenter's phone was near 4 of the robbery locations at the time the robberies occurred. Carpenter was convicted. The Sixth Circuit affirmed, holding that Carpenter lacked a reasonable expectation of privacy. Now, basically, the end run for this was the court held that the government entities actually violate the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. when accessing these records containing...
And defuse it.
Okay. More frames. Oh man, motherfuckers dying and shit. Oh, this game's really fucked up, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Should have turned off that setting.
Something.
I had to turn that shit back on, I ain't gonna lie. Wait, how do I... Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, these cams are nothing burgers. It's all good. Oh, my shit was on. Oh my god. I kept forgetting, man. It's my fault. Let me remember next time, bro.
Physical locations without a search warrant, right? So now the FBI has a ball suit. So you know what they did? They decided to circumvent the system, and instead of going to the cell towers, they went directly to
Oh my god, excuse me.
Harvest this information from applications on your device, basically trackers and sell that to the government in the end run. So again, you know, it's kind of similar in a lot of ways to situations like Prism, for instance, where I did talk about this in a while ago, where, you know, back in 2013, people like Edward Snowden basically leaked out to the world that there was an entire tracking system for a lot of the largest social media services like Google, Facebook, Yahoo, Skype, at the time, of course. And these organizations basically had a program called Prism, where it would allow officials, usually part of the National Security Agency, to come in, grab information like search history, content of emails, file transfers, yada, 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 yada. And now while this got exposed, people were like, this isn't good. This shouldn't happen. This shouldn't be allowed, because it's a gross violation of your privacy. So the next run around this is obviously going to data brokers. So here's the fucked up part about it, right? So the court order back then basically said the FBI couldn't acquire this information from, you know, the carriers. So what the carriers started to do was actually sell information to third parties. So in fact, you can actually read over.
I sleep, yo.
Secure the bomb.
Loading new mag!
Reloading, cover me! 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 is taking the bomb. Get ready to engage.
Why did they barricade that? Bro. Like, I mean this with all due respect, but this seems lucky solid. Bro, are you serious, cuz? Are you fucking serious? That was a bot. He wasn't even paying attention to nothing. Bro, I got so tunnel vision. Bro, this game's just chalk.
Here that the FCC fined, and this is back in like 2024, so not that long ago, that T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon were illegally sharing access to customers' location information without their consent and taking reasonable measures to protect that information against unauthorized disclosure. And you can read the actual findings right over here from the FCC. It's just funny to me that this Ron Wyden guy is sort of like the Thomas Massey. He's just kind of over there. He's old, but he understands how fucked up the situation is getting. So basically, the FCC Enforcement Bureau investigates these 4 carriers and found that they all sold access to their customers' location information to aggregators. Now, who the fuck are these aggregators, right? Well, these aggregators turn out to be companies that are basically big old data brokers. So for instance, I'll show you one data broker in particular, right? So this is a company known as Ventel. Now, if you go to Ventel's website, you probably would be like, I don't understand what they're doing. Mission critical geolocation intelligence? The largest, most trusted, and privacy
Just being on that website.
I love it when they just fucking lie to your face about that too. So basically you can see over there, and this is all just like incorporating geolocation intelligence into national security can mean the difference in saving lives From understanding human trafficking to responding to natural disasters. Love how they put human trafficking first. Let's be fucking real. You're just serving as a surveillance state mechanism. All right, let's just be completely honest here. So immediately, these are companies that basically sell your information to the FBI and basically anybody who has enough money. Now, the reason why I mentioned Aura in the beginning is that for a data broker in the United States, they can basically sell your information that they basically harvest from applications, tracks.
Bro, this game looks so dookie while I'm streaming.
10 seconds to insertion.
Still said I'm getting like 110
5 seconds
frames.
left.
It's pretty ad. It could be worse.
Bomb location.
That's the only walls we're gonna reinforce. I mean, that right there alone is why we're gonna lose. That's pretty evident, right?
Reloading on ammo!
Mozzie looking like no help.
Dirt over here. Okay, kids.
Electroclaw active.
Op 4 has located.
Shit. The fucking Discord just lagged out, bro.
No, cuz.
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
That's
to
pretty
people
bad, bro.
for
I ain't gonna
millions
lie.
upon millions of dollars. And in fact, the law enforcement agencies pay around tens, if not more, of thousands of dollars for your shit. So basically, in order to opt out, if you want to opt out from, say, Ventel, you have to go all the way down on their page and find opt out and delete request. So you go over here, and it takes you to a separate page that you go all the way down, and you have to find out what your mobile advertising ID is for your iPhone or Android. And they kind of barely give you any guidelines on this because ultimately they want to make this as frictionful as possible, right? They want to make this as annoying so somebody doesn't go through this. So you put in your advertising ID, you submit it, and technically they're not supposed to be profiling you anymore. I don't know if they do or they don't, but that is kind of the law. Now the thing is, the reason why people go out and get like services like Aura in that case is because this is just one company. There are other companies like Babel Street, for instance. You go to their page, for instance, and it looks, see more, no sooner, act smart. Every second counts. Babel delivers mission-grade risk intelligence. And again, it looks like they're just selling it to law enforcement and military agencies because that's kind of the business that they're in. But in order to actually protect yourself, if you want to save from here, it's not easy to opt out. Look at their page. Do you see the words opt out anywhere? No, in fact, in order to just do this, you have to go to the privacy policy, and then you have to scroll all the way down in this page, and then you have to go get the email and email them and tell them you want to opt out from their surveillance. So that's another organization. And again, you can imagine how much of a headache this whole thing becomes. In fact, the EFF basically printed out a pretty good guide about this. They basically say that when it comes to mobile applications on your phone, some partner with, data brokers like Complementix or Predicio, where basically they pay you to put their proprietary tracking SDKs in your devices so they can get location data. Some guys are bitstream data brokers, where tens of thousands of apps broadcast their location, and data brokers like Mobile Wallet actually participate in the auction to purchase this information. Then these brokers go to places like Gravy Analytics, who then go to
Can I get a
Ventel,
Thatcher?
who then go to Babel Street, who then
I've
go
got
to
you,
the Department
babe.
of Defense, who then can go to the
Appreciate
Special
that.
Operations Command. You can see basically the FBI, DEA, Customs Border, ICE is
Actually, Cap-
basically here. Look, a few months ago,
You
I
okay
talked
if I
about
play
how
Twitch?
ICE was buying zero-click malware to infect
Yeah, if
people's
they have a mute,
devices.
though, it might be
And you might
rough.
be like, well, would they need a warrant to do so? Do you honestly fucking think that a law enforcement agency would just use a warrant every single time, especially when they have zero-click malware that they can just send out to any phone that they have
Zero
access
click?
to? Are you that naive? You know? There's no oversight for this shit. It's fucking crazy. Now, a good example of this is actually back in the day, in 2020, when Vice did a pretty good write-up for this, where they found that an application called Muslim Pro was an application which would basically tell you when to pray. So Muslims have to pray 5 times a day. They have to pray in a specific direction. So generally, to do this, you need to give location access to the app, so it can give you the accurate times and direction for your exact location.
Drone has
So you
Paying
see what's
cash.
happening over here. Muslim Pro
Back here.
decided to
Muslim
sell
Pro.
that information to X-Mode, another data broker. So immediately, according to them, 98 million people across multiple platforms were giving their information
That's just
to
one
apparently
people on
X-Mode. And when they were fucking caught, they were like, by the way, we're not going to sell your...
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Oh, getting clapped by Muslim Pro is crazy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
This is still okay. Reinforced bathroom. People here.
Bro, there's no way, cuz. What the fuck? Bro.
One in the.
Hold on, let me keep doing it again. Keep cranking that shit.
Fucking Maestro. He's 3.
I'm still Audrey. If you want to go for the plan again, I might be able to have I could prep a Twitch stream.
Yeah, I'm just out of smokes, which sucks.
Top red, top red.
I got one left.
Yeah, I'm about to try to plant gym door. You want to start laundry?
Yeah, I'm watching the match right now.
Okay, I'm gonna run the plan if someone can smoke it.
Yeah, I couldn't get it, my bad.
You must recover the diffuser.
That's alright. Maestro pushed up.
The
He's
diffuser
in
has been
bathroom, I
recovered.
think.
The diffuser is no longer in your
Fuck.
possession.
Alright.
information anymore. That's
Still
wrong.
red. One's
That's
still
not
bathroom, I
okay. Are you fucking kidding with me? So apparently down over here, as part of their investigation, Ron Wyden came in and basically in a statement said that X-Mode is selling location data harvested from US phone to US military customers. So basically, lawyers for data broker X-Mode Social confirmed that the company is selling data collected from phones in the US to US military customers via defense contractors. So look, you know, this whole thing about like, it kind of takes me to whenever I talk about like malware that comes out of China and people are like, I'm not installing Chinese malware on my system. Bro, it doesn't matter what country you go to. In China, they directly get your shit like straight from the government, okay? They just have laws for it. In the US, they put this like crazy obstruction and they say, listen, we're gonna fight for your privacy, but not really, okay? When the US military just has to go to a contractor and buy all the information they want about a specific group of people, that should raise serious alarms. This should not be fucking normalized in any capacity, okay? All right? What the fuck are we doing anymore, man? Like, this should wake you up. People are talking about all these crazy flock cameras being set up around their neighborhood and, like, tracking people's, like, license plates. Fuck that shit. That's bad, okay? But when the federal agencies are buying your shit en masse, that's scary. So what about individuals that just have enough money to be doing this, right? Like, what if you just have the money to be, like, purchasing all this stuff yourself? Well, I decided to look at other write-ups from this, too. So Krebson Security had a great private investigator who decided to go to Babel Street, right? And the investigator was like, hey, yeah, can I buy home addresses in a certain area of New Jersey? And so after listening to a sales pitch for Babel Street, the investigator was told that Babel Street only offers their service to the government or to contractors of the government. Now, okay, that's fair enough. The average guy like me can't just go and buy Kash Patel's, personal information because I'm a private citizen. But I guess if I was the government, that'd be fucking okay, right? That we can trust them 100%. While they're protecting fucking pedophiles and everything too, that's totally fine. The investigator mentioned he was contemplating some government contract work in the future.
Pretty sure
And was
it's
told
gonna
by
be.
Babel Street salesperson was, shit, we don't want to give up money, that's good enough. And they don't actually check. So I guess if you're motivated enough and you got the gift of the tongue, you might be able to get people's information. I mean, this is, when I was reading this the other day, I was like, okay, this doesn't sound crazy. But it actually, when you really do a deep dive like this and you really paint the picture out to somebody, it should enrage you. It should piss you off. Because here's the thing, right? Like, in order
Locate.
Oops.
He's reinforcing the hatch right now.
Pigeon hatch?
There's a vigil and there's a Valk upstairs. She was in bar.
Yo, my internet.
Fuck.
Ah,
Someone else
hell.
lagging?
Yeah, I'm lagging too. I'm never
lagging.
banning, bro.
You getting light switched or what?
They're probably doing that glitch.
I can't even move, dude.
Shit, I'm looking
What the
to
fuck is happening?
I might just walk inside.
There's Nesta there now, but she should probably do it.
I can move now, I think. No, never mind.
Do you guys have the packet loss thing in the bottom right?
Yeah. I can't even fucking. What the fuck is the glitch?
I think it went away.
Seconds. Okay. Just drop, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, keep
Bro, I
doing
can't
the
do
keep doing the glitch. Keep doing the glitch. Free wins. Yeah, GG. Hey, GG, y'all.
GG, I guess.
My type of game. Yup, I'm gonna get that ELO right. My type of game. Yup. Oh shit.
for us to be private and safe on the internet, we have to go through and write, like, we have to fucking email all these scumbag, filthy, cum-guzzling, shit-stained companies to not spy on us. We have to fill out fucking opt-out requests. You know, it's like, what is the nicest way to fucking put this, right? It's like, imagine going up to your fucking rapist and telling him, yeah, here, can I file out an opt-out request? That's what it feels like, okay? Like, I'm not even joking. It feels that, and I mean, I'm fucking
invading.
talking about it, you know what I mean? Like, that's the insane world we live in, you know? Like, if you really paint it that way, it starts to make a lot of sense. So anyways, at this point, I started to look a little bit deeper into this stuff as well, too. And again, it always kind of, this is why I was talking about, like, age verification and, like, you know, VPN bans and everything, too. Is that ultimately, at the end of the day, the future for the internet is, like, locking down your user identification to a lot of services, writing down VPN services to the point where they're always going to grab individuals' user interface or users' IDs, so that even if you use these things to obfuscate your information, even if you run things like ad blockers or you run like DNSs that like filter out private information, it's still never going to be enough, because these are also the loopholes that the government wants to shut down, so a lot of these scumbags of the FBI can more easily grab your shit. This is why, like, I'm not saying that you're never going to be not spied on, okay? If you're touching the internet, there's a good chance your private information is being leaked to some capacity. But just because it is, doesn't mean that you should open your fucking ass and let these guys stick searchlights all the way up there, right?
True.
Even when it comes to things like VPNs, you know, you look at companies like Kate, for instance, who, you know, are headquartered around in places like Israel, and, you know, they're countries and governments and, cybersecurity divisions that I absolutely have a harder time trusting. And when you start seeing a lot of these guys purchase VPNs like Express, private internet access, when you start seeing the consolidation, you think to yourself, is there something sinister and shady behind it? I don't know. You know, but it's difficult to not link these things together, because it does feel like you're deliberately ignoring all of these connections. But yeah, the FBI is now purchasing your stuff, right? It's one of the reasons why, look, if you're going to use things like Google, there's probably a good reason that you start using things like Start Page to better anonymize your actual privacy footprint. And even if you don't say trust Start Page because you went down the rabbit hole there and found out maybe they're connected to like an ad tracking company or something of that nature, then there's still Sear X and G public instances, which again are still not perfect, but with 69 plus available instances, anybody can click over here and just start searching through a search engine that anonymizes them, right? When it comes to your online communication, it's still, well, it's still possible to be using the dark web, right? Which honestly I feel like is sort of the last bastion. Like, this is Dread, for instance, and Dread over here is basically a Reddit-like platform, except that it is the dark web. And here you can see the URL, and I'm connected to the Brave browser. I don't even have the Tor browser installed here. I'm just running it through Brave. And you can see over here, yeah, these people are always talking about things like options. They're talking about how Systemd is adding birth dates to the actual, like, system. Another big story for links. But yeah, this might be the last platform where you don't have to give up your information, and you can actually communicate here like an 5 seconds and counting. But look, when it comes to your cell phone, like when it comes to your information, how many applications, how many data brokers do you have to hit before you're actually truly private?
For us.
Skylight, careful.
Three of them over on ping.
Bro, come on, man. That boo-boo aim, man. Come on, man.
Coming back.
bathroom.
Inside,
Pushing
inside
bathroom.
already. One's inside already.
I hate this, like, bro, like, players will know that they're planning and, like, just let them put it
One's
in.
on new
Like,
hatch
bro,
still,
come on.
solid snake.
Diffuser located. Protect the bombs and disable the diffuser.
Like, if they're planning, bro, go get that. Go get that. You feel me? Like, bro, because once that bomb down, man, it's basically over. Like, okay, bro, hit a shot right here.
1 on 4 remaining.
What you feeling like? Nah, he's not gonna win this shit. You see the problem here?
No time, man, no time.
Bomb defused. Mission failed.
Bro, he did all that to kill someone that was down. Oh, god damn it, man.
No, honestly, the only fix to this is having a law that prevents any of these federal agencies from spending your tax money on this. Remember,
Can't let them
it's
rush that
tax
quickly,
season,
yo.
okay? You should
They were in
probably be
and
getting
there
your
was just no
taxes
comms that they were already in.
But when you pay the government, you need to make sure that government is spending your dollars to fucking spy on you in some fucked up way. Remember, these guys are letting actual predators get away with really heinous crimes. But heaven forbid you do or think something that doesn't mold into their belief. Then they're suddenly on your ass. And that I can't tolerate. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.
Muda Goat. AW Muda Goat video. Alright. Bro, my shit, like, my YouTube low-key still not working, bro. Oh, alright.
Secure the bombs.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and I was talking about this video for a fair bit, you know, the de-Google video, and to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, it took a little bit, but here we are. So, you know, moral of the story before you start off, if you want the TLDR, stop using Google search, okay? Google search used to be one of the best ways to search on the internet back in the days when Google's tagline was "Don't be evil." Now, I don't mind Google whatsoever. Obviously, you know, I'm on YouTube for all things considered. I'm uploading a video here. But the primary thing that I used to use Google for was searching the internet. Now, I don't know about you guys, but going onto the internet and searching for anything and typing the words Reddit at the end of it, or trying to put in, you know, wild cards like -AI,
Oh, hell no.
Good pick.
On stairs.
Just getting
Red
caught.
stairs. Jackal on one ping. Yeah, I believe they're on site from red stairs.
That was the last one on rappel, I think. I don't see another one out there.
Droning on one ping.
Bro, these guys are loud, but it's all good.
It's a Twitch, I think. Twitch drone, yeah. On one ping, it's dead now, or it's not moving. Yeah, on one ping. Another one's by bar.
No way.
Oh, nice shot.
Bro, no way, cuz.
Fuck, man. With these damn rounds, I keep on doing a lot of damage and then dying.
Bro, what the fuck?
So you can get rid of the blatantly hallucinating AI overviews is not something that I enjoy. And the other aspect about Google that I've started to really dislike when it comes to the search is the amount of, I would say...
I'm not even gonna look at that shit right now. But I'm hungry as shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Get tax expertise without hidden fees. Switch to a TurboTax expert for $150. All tax situations, all returns, $150 all in, no surprises. Now this is taxes.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hut crust, only at Pizza Hut.
Big tweet in the R6 space about the state of our game financially. PSG Joker, who is, I believe, the head coach for PSG Talon, figured out the trajectory of Siege Esports right now is very, very concerning. About 90% of roster moves this transfer would have happened because orgs wanted to save money or couldn't play their players. That is true. If you remember my original video talking about why the roster shuffle was that big, it's because R6 share, aka the main revenue source for orgs, basically tanked because of marketplace being down and other factors as well, and they were cutting a lot of salaries. We are now living in a world where about half of NAU players compete for 2.5k or less, with even partner teams paying under 1.5k. Affiliate teams don't even get close. I don't even want to start about APAC. The only region that is growing money-wise is Brazil, from what I've heard. China is not the savior. Boards there are very hesitant to spend money. This is a huge problem. You can maybe commit to doing esports for 1 to 1.5k a month after doing taxes when you're 18 to 20, but it's just not as much push when you're getting older and want an adult lifestyle. In Germany, a 35-hour-week minimum wage job will get you about 1.4k a month after taxes, so it's crazy that the esports pays less for double the work right now. Yes.
Can you get these?
And it's our goal to make it to the top, but you can't get professional players in environments for this money. I don't know what the solution is. More oil money, allowing gambling sponsors, etc. But it's very sad to see, and I bet we will see more and more pros retiring after their contracts run out. Now, we've got a flurry of quote retweets on this.
Whatever.
Unfortunately, I can't grab it, man. It'll be alright, though. Where they at, though? Oh, hell no. Bro, motherfuckers still getting clapped, bro, like that?
On site, on A. Planting behind A bomb. Planting bomb right now.
Oh my god. This shit's wrapped, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, down 0-3. My fault. I didn't even have it on that shit.
I would
Bro.
have
Y'all didn't even want to
believed
see what
Doki's for
happened.
last because Doki actually gave the contradictory devil's advocate to this, but a lot of people were saying in agreement, right? A minimum job in the UK, me be former coach for Weibo, minimum wage job in the UK pays significantly more than the average salary in Siege, whilst also requiring fewer hours of work per week, probably less stressful too, but this is a dream job for so many of us. We compete for the passion of it, but how long can the dream last? Varsity Gaming says, I'll never understand how people try to argue Siege is an S tier esports when a CS pro makes more in a month than an entire Siege team makes in a year. I know money isn't the only factor, but it should be a big one. That being said, I feel like Siege pros shoot themselves in the foot a lot. Many refuse to stream, make content, and all of that increases value and longevity. A lot just want to compete, which is fine, but you can't expect to be paid a ton if you don't bring value. This is true. Laxing says, over the years, salaries haven't certainly changed even for top teams, but it can still be a healthy salary and can make something of a living with 2.5 to 3.5K salary as a middle of the pack team. But a lot of players and coaches, etc., failed to understand the marketing. They failed to sell themselves in the negotiation, failed to understand being a brand and marketable, and inevitably generate more money when it comes to base salary, etc., etc., etc. Back in my day, I was probably one of the highest paid players in the scene because I could perform day in and day out, but I also could market for sponsors, building my brand. I was making 8.5K towards the end. Whoa, it was? That's fucking great. I didn't know that. But finally, we get to Doki's, which was the most popular response, likes-wise, because it was a great take. It was a great take. Both are great points, okay? Doki says, I'm going to comment a little on this with my experience through the years. Firstly, I understand I'm in a very privileged and unique position. G2 is a top esports org and accommodate their players very well. I'm aware this isn't the case for the majority of the Siege players and orgs. I think if you hope to just do bare minimum work and live off your Siege salary, you're not going to make it anywhere worthwhile. When you say my org isn't paying me enough, only 2.5K a month, it's a bit selfish in my opinion. If you're a middle of the pack Siege team, that 2.5K a month can double to a 5K a month with yearly prizes from tournament combined. This is for a middle of the pack team. Siege prize pools are very, very good compared to a lot of.
Proceed to bomb location and defuse it.
Reloading.
It was low-key dookie. I ain't gonna lie. Let's at least get one round. That'd be nice. I ain't looking for nobody. Fuck y'all. Okay, motherfuckers getting clapped. Okay, motherfuckers getting clapped.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4 eliminated all friendly.
Bro, GG, bro. Bro, I keep forgetting to switch it, yo. My fault, bro. Let me try to lock in. Bro, I wish I had someone to do this for me.
Other esports, but you see
Need
more
me a
of these
dapper.
players cry about bad conditions
I
and putting in
low-key am
extra
dapper. It's all
effort.
good.
When I started my career first year, so I wasn't making that much from salary, but with proven effort and results that grew in an org trust in you.
Alright, bro. I low-key ain't watching that shit right now, yo. My fault. Now this though, this is good. Bro, my YouTube's barely working, bro. Who the fuck? Bro, I need TS to lock in. Yo, I'll be back.
Try not to get scared.
Hey y'all. You know, I shouldn't be in no airports, but at least they're doing something useful, bro. You know, since this motherfucking government don't want to pay TSA, so
Flight team stand up.
at least they can actually
6
do
months
something useful now.
disturbing. Abandoned building encounters caught on camera.
Urbex is a small
Check
YouTube
it out.
channel where the
Yeah,
upload
these people are
posts
airports.
his explorations of abandoned locations all over the U.S. Since 2020, Jared has uploaded over 200 videos of some pretty cool Urbex footage. In March 2022, Jared uploaded a video where he explored an abandoned dog treat manufacturing factory in Wichita, Kansas. For the first few minutes of the video, the exploration is pretty uneventful, and except for the usual couple of strange thuds and bangs that can be heard nearby, it seems like Jared's alone. Even though it's relatively common for homeless people to hide out in abandoned buildings, it doesn't seem like anyone was squatting in the factory that day. After exploring the multiple floors of the building in detail, Jared looks out the window and sees a red car pulling up to the factory and start making its way through the gates.
He's gonna go around where I can't see him. I really do gotta get out of here now.
Yeah, you better get out of there.
After it becomes obvious that the man in the red car has plans to enter the factory, Jared does the only reasonable thing in a situation like that and tries to find a way out of the building without being noticed. Unfortunately, the car goes around the building and out of his field of vision, which means that by the time the car is parked in front of the factory, the man could be anywhere.
Oh God. Someone's right out there.
Yeah, I see the person walking.
What do I do? I couldn't tell what he was holding.
You say he's holding something?
The man can be seen walking through the woods toward the front entrance of the factory. To make matters much worse, it appears as though the man has something in his hands, and from a distance, it's impossible to tell whether it's something as simple as a flashlight or a potential weapon.
You got that fire?
Yeah, I honestly can't tell.
Not for real though.
Oh my God. Was that a gunshot? I think it was. He had something in his hand too. It must have been a gun.
He was loud as fuck.
Over the next few minutes, Jared does his best to find a way out undetected, which is much easier said than done when you have no idea where a potentially armed man who probably knows the layout of the building much better than you do is hiding. And just when it seemed like Jared was going to make it out undetected, this happens.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Who else is with you?
Whoa.
Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
Okay. Get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Give your handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on.
Huh?
Got it?
Okay.
Either I put them on or you put them on. Take your pick.
Huh?
Here, put them on these side.
Locate a bomb.
Put them in front of you. That way you carry them in front, okay?
That boy thinking he a public officer. That boy think he a cop. Think he making a citizen's arrest.
What's going to happen is the police is going to come, and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing.
Wait, you can't.
A lot better than me shooting you.
He doesn't even have the power to do that. Why are you listening to him?
Yeah.
Cause he got the blick, bro. You scared.
See people, I shoot at them. If they
Woo!
run, I shoot. There you go.
Yeah.
Be cool, nothing will happen, okay?
Is that his?
He need that platinum threat badge.
building or something? Like, why is he acting like that? Bro.
It's alright. I'm not gonna shoot you. Don't you see? Something says use of deadly force.
Stuttering?
What do you think that is?
I thought that was kids spray paint.
No, that's me telling you I'll shoot you. Nobody else is with you, right?
No, it's just me.
Okay, I see somebody, I'm gonna end up probably shooting them.
Oh no, if I were with someone and I know you shot people, I would have gotten them.
Bro, trying to catch a body.
I just don't want, you know, they scare me, I'll shoot in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yo.
The man, who appears to be an armed vigilante of some sort, pops out of the bushes just as Jared is about to leave and holds him hostage, even ordering him.
He does exactly what he did, too! I thought I was tripping for thinking about that shit. Bro, this nigga doesn't even have the power to do that. He basically held him hostage like on some Red Dead Redemption shit, bro. What the fuck? Bro! Nah, that's scary. To be honest with you, like, you can't even sit up here and be a tough guy because, bro, if you ain't have nothing on you yourself and you just had a camera, bro, and you're gonna sit up here and tell me you're gonna sit up there and run and take your chances, bro, with somebody with a little shotgun or whatever, I'm assuming, like, bro, like, what's gonna happen to him? He doesn't have the power to do that. Even if that's his building, I think that's not even considered self-defense. There's no way that's considered Nigga held this nigga hostage, told him to put handcuffs on, and had him walk, bro, like on some straight lines. Bro, this isn't 1572, bro. Nah, this dude has a platinum fucking, like, threat badge, bro. Yo, fam.
Nah, Silent Hunt is the name of the season. Also, nah, I'm plat 3 right now. Hold on, let me switch it back.
5 seconds to increase. You must look.
Time to shine, my boy. There we go.
You have located a bomb.
Bro, what the oh my god, that boy was hiding in a corner.
Can't hide from me, Sills boss.
Bro, what a weirdo, bro.
The diffuser is no longer
What a
in your
fucking
possession.
weirdo, bro. Bro, stop, get off the cam. This guy's selling. What are you doing? Bro, this thermite, oh my god, this thermite over here selling, man.
Yo.
Handcuffs.
Oh
During the
my
exchange, it's hard to tell if the man is in his right mind, which makes the fact that
There's
he's
no
carrying
way.
a fully equipped assault rifle that much more disturbing. At one point in the conversation, the man orders Jared to get into his car, and at that point, Jared doesn't really have a choice.
What we're gonna do is we'll throw your camera and your bag in the trunk, okay? I'll put my gun in there too.
Oh, my shit dead.
Alright?
Alright, we're gonna keep this shit on the game.
Send everything out, police will come, they'll ask you
Op 4 eliminated all.
for your driver's license, they'll give you a little ticket.
Although Jared didn't record the part where he got into the car out of fear that the man would freak out if he realized he was being recorded, the YouTuber later explained that the cops took an hour and a half to get there. Disturbingly, when the cops finally arrived and while they were all talking, they saw 2 kids go up to the factory the same way Jared had, at which point the man looked the cops dead in the eye and said that if he saw the kids inside the factory, he was going to shoot them. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. As Jared was being taken to the police station for trespassing, the cops got a report that 2 kids had been shot at the factory. Thankfully, it turned out that the man was bluffing with his weapon, which was only loaded with non-lethal pellets. But still, the kids had to be taken to the hospital to be treated for their wounds.
Okay, they're
During
alive.
the investigation, the man was identified as 62-year-old Ken Thomas.
Thought he
And
blicked
even
him up.
after shooting at the 2 kids, he was only sentenced to 2 years probation.
Huh?
Since that day, Jared hasn't gone back.
What?
Oh fuck, I touched my eye.
Sentenced to 2 years probation.
Was supposed to do that.
Since that day, Jared hasn't gone back to the abandoned factory again.
Yo, that's crazy. He doesn't even own that factory. Like, yo, man, that's the.
19, a group of 5 real estate investors walked into a distressed property in the Angora neighborhood of southwest Philadelphia. The visit to the distressed house started out pretty ordinarily, but a few minutes in, just as one of the investors was about to walk up the staircase leading to the second floor, they noticed something extremely disturbing.
Why? Look, it goes up. Look at the knife system. Oh my god. Dude, that.
They set up that Home Alone shit.
Seconds before insertion. 5 seconds to go.
Kill somebody.
You must recover the diffuser. The diffuser is now secured.
How is he not dead?
Diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Oh, there was another person. Man, whatever, bro.
Look, what's there? The knife. Oh! Right there, right there. You see the wire? You don't see the knife up there? Right here. You see this wire going over here? Yeah, it's going right to your heart. It's on a crutch with a knife. How'd you catch that?
Based on what the investors are saying, there appears to be some sort of booby trap system built into the staircase. Had any of them followed through with walking up the staircase, a seemingly innocent house walkthrough could have turned bad very quickly. After analyzing the booby trap for a few minutes, they decided to activate it to see what would have happened to the investors if they continued climbing the flight of stairs.
I met her with the valley. Was it Kelly? Was it Charlie? Was it Shelly?
Yeah. What is it? No! Nah! Whoever did. Yeah. What is it? No! Nah! Whoever made that is evil and sick in the head, bro. Bro, like, are we... Like, I understand history repeats itself, but bro, don't go back to, like... Bro, this is like 1360s. This is medieval time shit. This back to back. What is this? No, hold on. You need to stop more. You need to step over. Yeah, that would have got you right. Oh my god, right in his head. Yeah, you got his head.
Disturbingly, the knife comes down right at the level of the investor's neck as soon as the wire is activated.
That's
it's hard
crazy.
to imagine what kind of psychopath would booby trap a house like that, knowing that whoever walked up that flight of stairs probably wouldn't live to tell the tale. Even though the trap was built in a very do-it-yourself kind of way with a rusted knife, some duct tape, some wire, and a crutch, the speed at which the knife was designed to come down right at neck level obviously means that whoever built it wasn't playing around and meant to do some serious damage.
Weirdo, bro.
In the interview with NBC, the investor who recorded the whole thing mentioned that he was used to finding some pretty strange things in the distressed houses he often renovates. But even though he was no stranger to abandoned dogs, homeless people squatting, and drug houses with bags and scales, he had never been this close to losing his life, much less to a booby-trapped house.
That's wild.
Shockingly, even after what happened, the investors still went on to explore the rest of the house, buy it, and renovate it. Fortunately, they didn't run into any more traps along the way.
Nah, I'm good off that. That's
Nah,
so
for real.
Finders Beepers History
I got the
Seekers
evil.
is a YouTube channel
I
where
got the
urban
evil
explorers
energy.
Matt and Andy document their visits to hundreds of abandoned locations around the world. What's funny about this channel is they always bring their dog Bear with them on their exploration, setting him up with his own GoPro camera to capture footage they might otherwise miss. In March 2023, they uploaded footage of their visit to an abandoned house in the UK. Throughout their first few minutes of their exploration, Matt and Andy come across all kinds of old history books, kitchen utensils, and other abandoned objects, but for the most part, nothing. About 25 minutes into the visit, as Matt and Andy are sorting through dozens of history books lying around the house, this happens.
Reloading.
The hell they feeling like?
Changing mag.
Bro.
Last operator standing. Seconds. 10 seconds to go.
What are they doing?
Successful.
Why would you bring like your dog with you on some like abandoned trip? You know, I didn't even know what's gonna happen. I hear people.
Hello?
Man says some hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? We're not secure. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to hurt you. Urban explorers. Just having a look round. Hello? I'm going to have to watch it back. That was definitely somebody running down the stairs. 100% that was someone running down the stairs.
Pretty much as soon as they go up to the second floor bedroom, they hear what sounds like someone or something running down the stairs.
What do y'all think it is?
It's pretty disturbing to think that someone could have been watching them the whole time, but despite their best efforts, they weren't able to find whoever it was. That's when they decided to review the GoPro footage on their dog Bear to see if it showed anything. And a bit before they heard footsteps running down the stairs, his camera caught this.
Oh, I see feet! I see feet!
Hey, y'all, look at this shit.
What the hell?
Someone or something running down the stairs.
What do y'all think it is?
It's pretty disturbing to think that someone could have been watching them the whole time, but despite their best efforts, they weren't able to find who it was. That's when they decided to review the GoPro footage on their dog Bear to see if it showed anything. And a bit before they heard footsteps running down the stairs, his camera caught this.
Oh, I see feet! I see feet!
10 seconds.
What the hell?
5 seconds.
Nah! Oh! Oh! Dog was hiding under the bed.
Oh no.
And the dog actually made...
No. Oh my god. Bro, I didn't hear any of that shit. Am I tripping? Bro, probably because my fucking dog's barking, can't hear shit. Bro, what's this dude barking at? I'll be back here.
One friendly remaining. Bomb diffuser in place.
Oh no. What is he doing? No, you gotta pull out your primary here. Oh, okay, maybe not. Just try to stick it, bro. Just try to stick it. He's down. I knew he's down too, bro. What are you barking at?
Mission successful.
Being loud as shit. Being loud as shit. Being loud as shit.
Contact. What the hell? Why didn't he just make himself known? Why is he like hiding? Holy shit. Person probably got scared.
There was someone hiding under the bed in the second floor bedroom.
No, chill out.
Even though it's hard to see everything clearly with the dog footage, it's pretty obvious that it was a person hiding under the bed. After the encounter, Matt and Andy continued exploring the house for another 20 minutes, and they confessed to feeling pretty on edge after leaving. To this day, they still don't know who was hiding under the bed.
Bro.
It's pretty likely that the guy under the bed was just a squatter who was probably more scared of them and left the house in a hurry to get some privacy. But still, it must have been incredibly chilling to review the footage and realize they were never alone.
No, facts, and just how swift he was able to move. He was moving. Whoever that.
Oh god. Yeah, let me switch that shit back. What? Hey, no, hey, no.
Protect the bombs. Located a bomb. Be ready for assault. Reloading. Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All friendlies have been neutralized.
They almost lost that shit. They almost lost that shit.
John, who's uploaded countless videos of his urban exploration since 2016. In March 2019, John and another YouTuber explored an abandoned house where a woman had reportedly taken her life years after the death of her child. Just a few minutes into the video, it becomes pretty clear that the structure of the building is extremely unstable.
That floor is gone right there. It's a deep drop. These floors are not very stable.
Here?
Yeah. You guys check out that fireplace.
If that falls, dude. I don't know what it's going to do to the rest of this house.
Yeah, I know, because that's a load-bearing wall out there.
So they
That's
say
a lot of weight to hit this floor.
Yeah, so it's time for y'all to get out of there.
I'm really nervous about that right there.
Yeah, and look at the ceiling.
Get out of here before that happens.
When it comes to urbex, a lot of people will talk about the risks of running into a hostile squatter, a rabid stray dog, or the cops. But one of the biggest risks when exploring unstable structures like these is falling through the floor or having the entire building collapse on you, leaving you trapped under tons and tons of rubble. Before John and Tim even get the chance to explore the rest of the house, something pretty scary that serves as a reminder of the dangers of urban exploration happens to John.
Alright guys, I think we've decided to chance it. What do you think, Tim? Think we talked about it?
It hasn't moved anymore.
Let's just stay away from that area.
Yes.
Let's go back here to the room where the wife. You didn't fall through the floor, did you?
No, but it cracked a little.
Oh man, there's a crib in here. Oh shoot.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I just fell through the floor.
Oh.
You alright?
Yeesh, that could have been bad right there.
We gotta get out of here.
Bro said you alright, man.
By the time John realized the floor was cracking, it was already too late.
Nonchalant.
That's
he was able
crazy.
to shift all his weight onto his other leg before he fell entirely through. Otherwise, he would have plummeted at least 10 feet into the basement below.
Damn!
After that close call, the pair of explorers decided to call it a night and carefully treaded their way out of the house.
You heard that? 10 feet down?
Since that incident, John has continued to upload videos pretty frequently to his channel, but he hasn't gone back to that house since. TV Urbex is a channel dedicated 100% to urban exploration, and even though it's only been active for a little over a year, it's already grown to over 350,000 subscribers. In January 2024, a video was uploaded to the channel featuring 2 young urban explorers visiting an abandoned high school. From my research, the school that was featured in the video was William A. Wirt High School in Gary, Indiana, located less than a mile from Lake Michigan. Even though the abandoned building is in absolutely terrible condition in the footage, it's still clear that back in the day it was probably a nice school. Out of the entire school, the auditorium seems to be in the best condition, with the bright red seats serving as a nostalgic reminder of what the school used to look like before it was closed. The team that goes through the aisles, they catch a glimpse of a man holding a metal pipe staring at the auditorium.
You want us to get on early?
You sure? Started chasing them out of the building, but stopped when they got outside. It's pretty disturbing how the guy never even speaks to the teenagers.
My life. So right here, this castle right here is gonna die. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
just starts chasing them with a metal pipe that he probably planned to use as a makeshift weapon.
Wow.
When this kind of stuff happens, you really have to put yourself in the shoes of everyone involved. I mean, the guy who chased them out, like usual, was probably a homeless guy who had been squatting at the school for a while. Through his eyes, the abandoned, decrepit building is his home, and having two teenagers come in unannounced to disturb your
Home,
peace when you have nowhere else to go
quote
must be
unquote.
pretty irritating. But for the explorers who just want to have some fun in an old building, getting chased out by someone who's armed and probably not in their right mind is also a terrifying experience. In September 2020, John and Tim from Exploration Unknown uploaded a video where they documented their visit to an abandoned altar in the middle of the woods. From the very start of the visit, some red flags came up that John and Tim should probably have taken as invitations to leave.
Where are we? It's supposed to be public land.
This is private property, bro.
Well, maybe it's like this over here, somebody's private property. But I know this over here should be like public land.
After seeing the sign, it's unclear if the two explorers are on a private or a public road. But a couple of minutes later, after following the directions they were given, they got their answer.
Stop behind you.
Oh, I see it.
Hell no.
I'm stand my ground.
A bomb has been located by Op 4.
This cab just let him walk in. Fuck it.
Last operator standing.
What? No way! What?
Friendlies have been neutralized.
Oh! Oh!
So they're on their property? Oh! Oh!
You okay? Get up, dude. Come on. Get up. Get up. Are you hit? Are you hit? Are you hit? Oh, God. Run, dude. Run.
Elena.
Get up.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
You okay? Get up, dude. Come on. Get up. Are you hit? Are you hit? Are you hit? Oh, God. Run, dude. Run. Okay.
After getting out of his car, a man who we can reasonably assume to be the property owner points his gun at the uploader and his friend and tells them to get off his property. This is one of those situations that you just never want to be in, because on the one hand, if you yell something out to try to calm the guy down, you signal your location to someone with a deadly weapon who may or may not be in his right mind. But on the other hand, if you don't signal your location, the property owner might feel threatened. As they were running out of the woods, the man shot at them, and initially it looked like Tim fell to the ground from being shot at. But it seems like he just tripped either by something on the ground or by being startled by the sound of the gunshot. Fortunately,
Oh God, Brett
Tim
tripped on
John
the
was
air.
able to get out of those woods unscathed and never went back again. I really don't know where John got his intel about the supposed abandoned altar in the middle of the woods, but it was clearly faulty. And it's a good thing.
Hey, y'all can see him right in the shots real quick.
So they're on their property? Oh! Oh!
10 seconds remaining. Are you down to 5 seconds? Are you
For them shits, them rounds hit the floor.
need to engage? You're exposed.
Bro, oh my God, bro. I tried so hard.
After getting out of his car, a man who we can reasonably assume to be the property owner points his gun at the uploader and his friend and tells them to get off his property. This is one of those situations that you just never want to be in, because on the one hand, if you yell something out to try to calm the guy down, you signal your location to someone with a deadly weapon who may or may not be in his right mind. But on the other hand, if you don't signal your location, the property owner might feel threatened. As they were running out of the woods, the man shot at them, and initially it looked like Tim fell to the ground from being shot at. But it seems like he just tripped either by something on the ground or by being startled by the sound of the gunshot. Fortunately, Tim and John were able to get out of those woods unscathed and never went back again. I really don't know where John got his intel about the supposed abandoned altar in the middle of the woods, but it was clearly faulty. And it's a good thing he was able to spot the guy in the car ahead of time. Otherwise, who knows if this video would have even been uploaded.
Man. Hey, man, shout out to Chillin' Scares. Low-key, this is probably one of the more, like, intense trying to get scares this year. So many crazy moments. Which one was the craziest one out of them all? Now, if you guys just tapped into me for real, we definitely had a few skateboard games growing up and stuff.
Details for your rip card, so others can see your basic info and we can get rolling.
Regular.
All right, looking good. The bus is waiting for us.
10 seconds to insertion.
Hey,
Insertion in 5
they
seconds.
came up with that new skate. That shit. It came with some like music or some underground music. Bro, fuck Castle, dog.
Enemy electronics. Enemy device detected.
I mean, Capcan. Said fucking Castle and shit.
Bomb has been located.
I hate Capcan, bro. Standing on top of the piano.
Last stop standing. One friendly operator remaining.
Bro, we fucking lost to this dimwit, cuz. Oh my god.
Man, where are the different clothes at, man?
We made it.
Hey, this
Welcome
is
to
not
the
my
full
type of
full
drip,
tour.
by the way, man.
There's tons to see, do, and shred here on the Isle of Grom.
Is that what it
Let's
means?
go.
Alright, my first time playing a skateboard game since Tony Hawk's Project 8 or whatever I think it was called. I actually
Skate
like
5.
that. It's lowercase w video games be doing that, putting streaming mode and shit on. Alright, I think that should be good. But nah, DGK wasn't the only one. I fucked with DGK. They had the Baker skateboard brand, Terry Kennedy. I left his name out. What was the shit? Paul Rodriguez? Paul Rodriguez had some fire ass Nike SBs back in the day too, nigga. I fucked with the DC
That was
brand a
verified
little bit
huge.
too.
You made that mega.
Audios had some good shit
Great
too.
work. Whoa! Now that was an air.
Bro, how do you do tricks in this shit? Yeah, Plan B,
Bird
Plan B.
died.
That's there you go.
The next
They
part
had
of the
some
tour
nice
is
skateboards
about
in it,
carving
too.
and board control. This course has been scientifically engineered to practice the navigate, don't oversteer, and you'll be rolling properly in no time.
Press the
Nice line. You're feeling the flow. Keep it up. That is indeed a proper carve. Verified success. Calculated carving. Sweet. Now
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
Stay close to me.
The fuck? I don't like those. Where's bro going?
Head over to the Ollie course to get started.
Bro said, I'ma do it myself.
Ollies are the magical trick that gets your board off the ground and opens up. Enough words. Let's get those Ollies popping.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the right handlebar.
That's a make. Now try again. 2 to make it true. That was so
Oh,
close.
I just did one of those tricks.
Next one is it.
Is
I
that
can
a pop
detect it.
shove it, nigga? I know my skateboard trick lingo too, nigga.
Now that you've got the Ollie down,
My
let's
favorite
add
one
some
is a
speed
tray
and
flip.
work on your timing.
Like, nigga, if you could do a tray flip into like a 50-50 grind, nigga,
Let me
you
check the
can't.
instructions again. Right. An Ollie or a
Oh, I
flip
gotta
trick.
jump over this shit.
Yes. You're locking in your Ollies. Blasting airs feels good, doesn't it? At least, that's what my research indicates. Timing those Ollies is key to the next bag of tricks. Grind. Let's roll.
How do you do the grinds? Ooh.
Check it out. Grinds and slides are when you put your truck or board on a rail, ledge, or
I
any
ain't gonna
surface.
lie, yes and no.
Get grinds figured out, and you'll never
Most of the time, like, Naruto's saying, I'll be taking a skate park like on my grandma, but she'll make me put on a helmet, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean
Bro, I
by
used to
that?
feel like the biggest nerd, but I thank myself for wearing.
You must locate and defuse the bomb.
Bruh. That gay shit, I ain't gonna lie. All love though to my gay people. Fuck is going on?
Bomb has been located. Protect the diffuser. One op 4 remaining.
He's upstairs, he's upstairs.
And we lit them up like like a fucking execution team. GG, bro.
That shit.
remember your timing.
I never actually fell on my head though, like thank God.
Calculated. Now,
I hated wearing a helmet, bro. I was like, fuck, I gotta put this shit on. Yeah, I had a little phase that shit fit in 6th grade. I can only.
Yeah, y'all. Hey, W stream, about to get off and shit. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, all love to everybody who tuned in though. Feel me? I guess I should end it with some type of snippet. Hopefully me opening FL don't take out my shit. Take out my audio and shit. Oh, we should be good. beautiful. Surprisingly, everything's all good. I muted that shit just to not blow up y'all ears. Oh shit, we're leaking it and shit. God damn it. Hey, but yeah, love to everybody. Appreciate everybody who tuned into the stream and shit. Love y'all to death. Put that shit. Love y'all to death and shit, bro. Not this junk for real, bro. Probably still leaked on my shit. It is what it is. Fuck boy. Trapping since way back in the day, so pledge allegiance. All these hoes be stuck in my line, they begging, they feeding. I got blacks since the night, they steady, they breathing. I done seen that hoe before, I'm telling Rick. I done seen that bitch today, she told you Rick. Told that I been rapping since day one, I'm finna tick ya. I'm talking about your bitch. Hold on. Fuck that shit. Seen her at the car wash, I done told her see ya. I be dancing on these beats, feel like Selena. Not on auto-tune, so they get off my dick, yeah. I wear whatever I want, I don't give tips, yeah. You know all my pants, they come in with the rips, yeah. I had to tell your bitch I know she throwing fists, yeah. I had to tell your bitch I know she on my dick, yeah. Trapping since way back in the day.